Roboteers, stand by.
Welcome back, ladies and gents, to another episode of Roboteers Stand By, a robot combat podcast all about robot combat. As usual, your host, me, your good self, Rob Taylor Hastings, and as ever, sat millions of miles away, is
Richard Perry.
Good introduction there.
Sorry, I was distracted then because you went out of sync on the Skype call.
It's going to happen 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Perry, big surprise. We've got ourselves a third host for this episode. You may know her from Team Nelly the Ellybot from Battlebots. You may even know her from the podcast Shuntcast. Or you may know her as the meme queen of shunt posting. It's only Sarah Mallion, ladies and gentlemen. Hi there.
Hi, Roboteers Standby. Hello, Rob. Hello, Perry. How are you both?
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining us.
I've worn something topical for you today because we're in quarantine. So I'm wearing my Mr. Flibble hoodie.
Very
because
good.
This is from the Red Dwarf episode,
Yes.
Quarantine. So, and as we're doing this podcast from quarantine, I thought it was appropriate.
Very well
Quarantine cast, if you will.
Yes.
Yeah, surely there's a quarantine-based podcast that's already launched and has thousands of listeners. That's a thing that people do.
Probably.
Right?
The Flibblecast, maybe.
I mean, you've just done it.
That
You've
could
just
work.
done it. You've just done it. Flibblecast. Genius. Great.
So we'll talk about this later. We'll make a Flibblecast later.
Obviously.
We just talk about Red Dwarf episodes and quarantine.
Speaking of which, I have my quarantine.
I mean, she's already started, Perry. She's already off. Already A-grade material. She's leaving us in the dust already. Can't be doing this.
There's another podcast that we've spawned and has become better than us,
That sounds
even
about
before it's recorded.
Yeah,
That's not
that sounds
difficult.
Not really. So we thought, ladies and gents, we had a good feedback on our video episode from quarantine. Thought we'd do another one. Well, we had some feedback. 2 feedbacks.
So is that what one guy asked about the moss?
Oh, Christ.
That
right,
was you on the YouTube comments.
Shush.
it was definitely. But now you've brought it up. I know there's been progress. So let's have our now regular segment of Moss update, please. Moss update, Perry?
Moss update. I mean, oh god.
I'm sorry about it, Sarah. And ladies and gentlemen.
I'll just busy myself while you're doing
There you
this.
Go on then, we'll talk
I
through...
realise this is going to sound really weird on the radio. But
on the radio.
yeah, here is my moss.
Well, for the ladies and gents that are listening and not watching, describe your mossararium.
It's like a sort of glass box with some moss in it.
Good update, Perry. Really strong.
Yeah.
Really,
Got some
really
rocks. Got a little asparagus fern in. Remember the fern that you were saying was going to be massive?
I did.
Yeah, it's like tiny.
Well, you know what? I'm going to take that. You okay? Right. Shall we move on to Sarah?
Hi.
Hi. Sorry
Better
about that.
hands.
So yeah, I mean, we've got ourselves a regular old Battlebot celeb in our midst here. We should really ask about that, really, shouldn't we?
You're too good to me. Oh.
Go on.
It sort of happened by accident, really.
Go on. How did it happen?
Well.
You just went to Las Vegas.
Yeah, I
on a
just
total
showed
bender.
up.
Woke up like in the battle box with Nelly, and they were like, and Farouk introduced you, and you were off.
That's basically it. Yes, I got
Impressive.
really utterly twatted one night. Woke up in LA with a purple elephant robot, and it all went from there. Downhill or uphill, you decide.
I like that though.
No, actually, it was because I wanted to build Nelly ages ago. I had intended to try and get her onto Robot Wars, but then Robot Wars got cancelled. Grr, BBC. Can we have a collective grr at the BBC, please?
Grrr.
No.
Oh, you did the hands as well.
Yeah, with the hands. Come on. Grr.
She's taken over, Perry. I don't like this. She's taken over. No.
Okay.
He hasn't even said bogeys yet.
Oh, as if I would be that predictable.
We're going to get on to that.
I made the featherweight Nelly with James, my buddy, because there was no Robot Wars, but I was still determined to do it, and it gained a cult following on shunt posting, which for any listeners who don't know, I'm sure they do, but just for the one listener who doesn't, is a meme group dedicated to robot fighting. And yeah, she sort of became a shunt posting icon, and then friends and I got together and thought, oh God, okay, we could do it. We could. All right. Okay, I'll do it. And then we got accepted, and it was like, oh God, now we really have to do it. Build Nelly.
Okay. So how long did it take from panic understanding you had to build the elephant to realizing the elephant? 5
weeks.
Wow.
That's impressive.
That included running the GoFundMe campaign.
Wow, that's really impressive.
It was stress and then some.
My God, so we've seen Nelly get destroyed quite a few times in a glorious fashion. It's Nelly's the best when she's being blown up, I think.
I know, right? It's
magnifique. Yeah. So we love it because we don't have to do the rebuild. But how long does it take to rebuild Nelly from like a head explosion, from a Deep Six obliteration, shall we say?
Okay, well, there's the thing with Deep Six is that after Deep Six, we kind of resigned ourselves to, we're definitely not still in the main competition, but we might be able to bodge her back together for an exhibition fight. So how long it would have taken us to legit fix her up for another main competition fight, I don't know. I think the most of the waiting was just some new plastic, really. But between Rainbow and Deep Six, obviously, we did fix it properly. I think it was 2 days, but one of those was waiting for the plastic to turn up. And it was just, I mean, when she came out, it looked so much worse than it actually was. I mean, dragged it out the arena, out into the daylight, and oh my God, everything is smashed. And you do sort of tend to panic. And then we had this lovely moment where Tom Brewster and Rory Mangles came over and went, don't worry, Monsoon was far worse than that last year. You'll be back in, no problem. Rory sort of stuck his nose in it and went, your innards are fine. And then the adrenaline wears off and you calm down a bit and try and look at it logically and pretend you're not sleep deprived and starving and all the rest of it. And so yeah, we thought, okay, the expensive parts are okay. And ironically, that fight cost the Rainbow team a lot more money than it did us.
Really?
It balked their entire weapon system, and they fried a very expensive speed controller. That fight cost us $90 even in new plastic. Their speed controller alone was a lot more than that. If you pushed on the bar, there was about an inch of give in it afterwards, because although it rode up the wedge did still take a lot of the impact, and it totally balked their weapon, which is why they got another speed controller off Hypershock, I believe.
So Mr. Will Bales was rebuilding your opponent. I see.
Will Bales bailed them out.
That's why he is sponsoring Nelly for 2020, because he felt bad.
Oh, good. Well, that's something then. That's something. So, new Nelly. We've seen designs of new Nelly.
We've seen the new clutch in action.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
you were presenting it, Rob. You've seen the new clutch.
That's true. We should definitely talk about that. So, Nelly at Robots Live was as spectacular as we hoped she would.
It was fantastic.
Yeah. More acrobatic than I think was meant to happen. Yes?
Well, here's the thing. The Robots Live floor is wood.
Correct.
And by the time we'd got near it after a couple of flippers and other axes, it was not pretty, shall we say. Also, Nelly was still pretty knackered from Deep Six. Because you got to remember, that was Nelly 1 chassis. That was not new chassis. The only new thing in that was a bit of new plastic and the new clutch. So, yeah, she was just backflipping like crazy because the whole design of that, with the damage it had taken as well, was just not optimized for stability at all. So, yeah, with all this new power, she was just like a fucking bronco.
She was great. Yeah, Perry,
you loved every second of it.
Yeah, Perry, you were filming it, right? I think you got some bits of it in slow-mo or something like that, just doing
Yeah, I
cartwheels.
do. I'll have to dig those out and
Your
throw 'em up.
laugh, Rob, is my favourite in that. Your laugh actually made its way into our application video because just you going hee hee hee.
Yeah, that sounds like.
Fabulous. You were
He
very
is.
excited.
I mean, well, we had a genuine BattleBot celebrity in our like Robots Live arena, and it was smashing everything to pieces. It's great.
I bonked Eruption twice. I'm very proud of that.
You should be.
I'd
Actually, let's talk
say.
about bonks. Let's talk about bonks, shall we? What came first? Your obsession with the word bonk, or Nelly doing her bonking?
Both, and I'm also really ashamed of myself for how long it took me to realise that bonk was knob backwards.
Oh.
Because that's one of my favourite insults.
Oh my God, I was now years old when I discovered that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also Dan Tomkia
you
is
can,
Mike
like-
Lambert's favourite insult to call me. And I was like, how did I not realise this? I was today years old.
So you can call someone a backwards bonk.
I could. Would you like me to call you a backwards bonk?
I say.
I mean, calling... it might have a different
Harry,
connotation if you
You
start...
are a backwards bonk.
Thank you. Wait.
We've all heard the rumours. All right, so new Nelly. Talk us through new Nelly. She looks the same, but like evolved. Like she's come out of, I don't know, let's see. It's Transformers Season 2. We've put some new bits on so we can sell some new toys.
Well, I think the biggest changes really are inside, so not immediately obvious. We've upgraded to mag motors, which for those not in the know basically means we get more power with less weight because they are much smaller motors. So that's a good thing. We've upgraded the clutch, obviously. We've kind of revamped the weapon system in general to sort of make it not too powerful that we're not bucking around all the time, but still powerful enough that we want to get at people's batteries and stuff. There's a big old lip on the wedge now because we learnt our lesson from Rainbow. Thanks, Rainbow. Although somebody's pointed out that it looks like a moustache, and I'm angry at those people.
Paint it. Why not lean into it? Get a big old mustache on, Nelly.
No.
Nelly Tash.
No.
Maybe this new Nelly is Nelly's husband, and this is Mr. Nelly that's coming along. You know,
No.
like
No,
Pac-Man
Rob.
and Ms. Pac-Man. You know.
No.
Have a little bowler hat on top as well.
There we go. Yeah, and that little pushy stick.
I
you
will.
put on
I
it,
will
is it paint?
concede to a monocle. That's all I will concede. I will concede to a monocle. I will not concede to a moustache.
Very good.
Monocle would look so good with a mustache, though.
Mm-hmm.
She's not having a mustache. She doesn't want one, and I'm not going against her wishes.
So I'll tell Perry, I'll give you a promise. If I manage to make it to the newly scheduled BattleBots, I'll sneak in there and stick a mustache on that goddamn robot.
Okay, this I want to see.
No.
I'm
Let's
allowed
talk-
to punish you in return, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, look. Okay, well, let's talk about BattleBots and its rescheduling. Firstly, how relieved were you that you now have like an extra 3-4 months to do a build?
Honestly, not in the slightest.
Oh.
We were on schedule, and okay, the extra build time is definitely a good thing, and I obviously don't want to promote being unsafe, so they made the right decision. But honestly, I'm still quietly gutted because when you're building to that schedule, you put a lot of things on hold in your life because you're making that schedule. And so I sacrificed a lot, and I'm not the only one. I'm speaking for a lot of builders here. Sacrificed a lot, gave up a lot, didn't do things that we'd normally do, didn't go out with friends and didn't go to venues and gigs and whatever, because we had this really busy build schedule that we were working towards. And not only that, but Battlebots is one of the few international events where we get to meet all our international friends in one big place and hang out with them for 2 weeks. And you don't see them again for the rest of the year. And, you really look forward to that. And I was just actually really gutted, not because I want to make anyone put themselves in danger, but just, my own selfish little reasons. I was really looking forward to seeing everybody. I've worked really hard and meh.
Yeah.
God,
I mean, you can
coronavirus.
I know, right? You can definitely be gutted and still know that it's the right choice. You can go, I understand.
Yeah,
this is
exactly.
correct. Also, I'm annoyed.
Yes. I'm British and I'm miffed. God damn
rather
it.
piffed off with it. Yeah. So I mean, so it was supposed to be right now, right? We're supposed to 31st of March.
Yeah, I was flying out on the 1st. So yeah, in literally 2 days I would have been flying out and shunt posting all the Roboteers.
Yeah. Damn. I mean, yeah. I was. I was kind of in mixed moods because, like, damn it, that really sucks. But also, I might be able to make it now. So
Yeah.
it'll be quite
Although one of the biggest hugs I was looking forward to was, of course, Will Bales. He is sponsoring my robot, which is saving me a lot of money, which is lovely. And you know, he does lovely things like give me a hypershock jacket. Speaking of which, I have something interesting to tell you. I've come to a small discovery with the hypershock jacket. If you put a pillow inside it,
Oh.
you can hug it like Will Bales.
Oh, that's. Perry, should we leave her to that?
Yeah, she looks like she doesn't want to be disturbed right
Oh,
now.
it's lovely. Oh, we could have a little slow dance.
Oh,
Da, 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 da. Yeah, so you know, I haven't got completely, you know, I haven't gone completely bored and senile in quarantine. So this is pretend Will. Say hi, pretend Will.
I pretend Will.
Don't
Thank
play her
you,
games, Perry.
Thank
Don't
you,
play her games.
Perry. I know which one of you's on my side.
I just hope that Will Bales watches this and.
I'm sure he will now.
Oh, I have some news
And-
for you. I've come prepared for you. Look, I've got news.
Oh, you've got news. Shall we do it?
I have got news because you know you guys always do the news, but I have some really important news, and so I've come prepared.
Well, in that case, let me give you the introduction, Sarah. Here we go.
Okay.
News.
Thank you, Rob. Yes, I do have some very important news. Did you know this week that there is a competition called Scrapplebots?
Yes, we
This
did
is
know
news
this.
to me.
This is news to you. So I better tell you what it's about then, hadn't I? It said
Please do.
Scrapplebots is a competition on Robot War Shunt posting Facebook group where you build a robot that's your favourite from scraps.
Very good.
And if you
I mean,
do,
just stuff that you
you
happen
could
to
win
have in
prizes.
the house.
Yes, stuff that you just happen to have in the house. Don't go out and buy anything and don't put any electricals in it. Also, Connects, Lego, Meccano, what was the ones you said? Duplo, Stickle Bricks, and they're all out. You can't have those.
What
Sorry.
if you're throwing them out?
No,
Oh.
sorry.
Oh,
There are
I may
prizes
have to replan
such
the
as
design.
a hypershock jacket.
I want it so bad.
that you
Well,
can
it's stuff
win.
with so many
There are
pillows.
Scorpios t-shirts. There is a shatter scarf. There is a lovely glossy photo by the amazing Tony Woodward Photography. A mini Donald Thump. Who doesn't want a mini Donald Thump?
Idiots.
Idiots, exactly. And also, don't forget that if you're very bored in quarantine, B is for Battlebots is available free to download.
Very good.
Yes.
I came very, very prepared for this news, as you can see. Do you want to see my notes?
Very nicely done. Very nicely done. For those listening at home, Sarah just held up the sheet of paper that she'd been reading off for the past few minutes, and all it had written on it was the word bogies. I'm genuinely impressed.
Well done. Good. Well done. Good. Livid though. Livid.
They don't call me the Queen of Trolls for nothing, darling.
I refuse to retaliate. Utterly refuse.
Would you like to play a shunt posting game?
Well, hang on. Is that the end of the news?
Yes, I didn't really have any news. I did that whole thing just to troll you with bogies.
That's strong. In that case, I hate.
Although
this, but...
I did write some suggestions of things at the bottom to remind myself.
Oh, I see.
But
okay.
from far away, you can't see it.
Very clever. In that case, that was the news.
That was the
I got
news.
some news.
Okay, hang on. Wait a minute. News.
Again.
Yes, again.
Well, again, holding with our, thing of being just behind the times, Chomp has released some sketches, CAD drawings of their design that they're entering into Battlebots. And it's a walker.
Yeah, baby.
You may remember Chomp is the only bot to ever defeat Bite Force. And they're coming back with a walker, and it looks beautiful.
It also looks terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
Like in a cool way. Like literally you just go, holy crap, I don't have the software for this.
It's gonna be great.
Wow.
I'm looking forward to that.
What's its weapon systems? Is it similar to its original?
Yeah, I believe it's some sort of axe. They haven't fully released all of the sketches yet, I think, but it's going to be some sort of... It looks like it's some sort of turret on top that will have an axe or pickaxe type thing. Okay. So maybe Nelly could fight them. You could have a battle of the bonkers.
Yes.
Bonk off, if you will.
Yes.
I have a question for you. Okay. Right. So imagine it's the grand final of Battlebots.
All right. Okay.
And it's Nelly versus Chomp. And in true Hammerbot style, it goes the full 3 minutes to the judges in front of an all-male panel of judges.
Good.
Which one of us wins because we're a girl, and how much salt do we need to prepare for?
Oh, good question. I'm going to pivot directly to Perry. What do you think?
It broke up just as Sarah was saying who you were fighting. So who is Nelly versus...
Nelly versus Chomp goes the full 3 minutes.
Okay.
It goes the full 3 minutes in front of an all-male panel of judges. This is important.
Mm-hmm.
With that in mind, which one of us wins because we're a girl, and how much salt do we need to be prepared for?
I think a large amount of salt, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's talk about this then. So you have certainly been on the fair share of salty thrown at you, I would say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So let's keep it light, but also let's talk about the environment and the world. Why? How? Well, when? How much? What's going on? How do we stop that from happening? All these questions.
Fantastic interview technique there, Rob.
I mean, I think that everybody should follow the Shump posting / Greg Gibson mantra of "Don't be a dick."
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who could argue with that? What I find puzzling is because I'm a mom, I work, I have a busy life, and I would like to know who these people are that they're so privileged that someone as unimportant as me makes them angry. I'm just some mad chick with a weird sense of humor who happened to go in Battlebots with a derpy robot and have some fun, and you're angry about that. Wow, that's the thing in your life that made you angry. Okay, they must have very boring lives, very very privileged boring lives, and that's what I take from it. Good bit of advice was given to me by Greg Munson himself. Is when you get the really knuckle dragging incel trolls, go and look at their profiles, because you will see that they are exactly the knuckle dragging incels that you think they are, who suffer from correctile dysfunction.
Correctile dysfunction, very good.
I like that.
I like that.
And the thing to take home from that is that I was on Battlebots and you incels weren't. So
why are you pointing at us when you say that?
I'm pointing at the incels, not you.
I mean, that's fair. I think that's a good attitude to have. Haters are going to hate, and all you can do is do you.
I'm still winning.
Yeah.
I was on Battlebots, so.
and doing cartwheels at Robots Live, I'll remind you as well. Equally as
Nelly did cartwheels at Robots Live. There's no way I did cartwheels at Robots Live. No matter how much you paid me.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year. Come on.
I don't know. What are you going to pay me in?
Stickers. We've got a lot of stickers still.
No, we don't.
Roboteers
I mean,
standby
yes.
stickers or other
Stickers.
people's stickers?
Yeah, our handful of stickers we've got left of the old logo and whatnot.
I've still got quite a few of those.
That's fine. That's fine.
Or just have to make some new stickers.
Oh, Perry. Oh, poor.
Well, it's something to do while you're in quarantine.
Isn't it just? Isn't it just? Rachel and I have started Nintendo Labo. It's great fun. I recommend that.
Oh, what?
Nintendo Labo?
What's a Labo?
It's like cardboard, but for your Nintendo Switch. And you build it up and you make like... Hang on, I can show you this bit. 1 second.
Oh goodness.
I have no idea what.
Neither do I.
He does live in a nerd palace.
But then you attach your Nintendo Switch stuff to it, and you do all this malarkey.
Sarah, he can't hear us at the point. He doesn't have his headphones in.
We just made a motorcycle as well.
Anything you want to.
So, that's cool, isn't it, guys? That's cool, isn't it, guys?
That was an experience.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see you're keeping busy.
Insanely. Well, I mean, I'm going to have to rebuild Wheelie Big Corona because my cat Loki got a hold of it and he did this to it.
Oh, naughty kitty.
This.
I gotta say, I think your Wheelie Big Corona is up for some stiff competition from Ass Bogwoods.
It is good. That is good.
If anything, I think even less effort was put into than you did.
Hey, now, how do I take that? I'm very proud of
How long did it take you to make Wheelie Big Corona? Because I know how long it took to make Ass Bogwoods.
About 20 minutes.
Yeah, it took him about 10.
Damn. I'm also really annoyed because I realised that I spent a good half an hour before this setting up a really complicated microphone setup and I forgot to plug it in. So I'm using the laptop microphone. So if this sounds awful, I'm annoyed as you are. So, whatever.
But I'm recording my audio, so mine will sound okay.
Oh, great. Good.
Unless Rob just doesn't use all those long pauses.
I'm also using my good microphone, which looks like a spaceship, incidentally. So Rob's the failure here.
God damn. So annoyed about that. All right. Well, let's talk about Shuntcast, shall we, please, Sarah? So if there are anyone out there that listen to us but don't listen to you, why are you better than us? Why are you more successful?
How long you got?
We're not. Have you seen our viewing figures?
Seen ours?
Have you seen us? We barely get 2.
And that's me and him.
It is a podcast. That's what we call it. It's kind of an extension of shunt posting, really. Like, shunt posting is just bots and banter, and we sort of incorporate that on the Shuntcast. We did odd ones ages ago where we sort of celebrated special occasions like the 1-year anniversary of the group and Christmas, stuff like that. But when Series 4 of Battlebots started up, Dale and I thought we'd cover the series because it'd be good fun. And I had, because I was there, I had inside eyes, and I thought I could offer the listeners at home, my insights as well as the Roboteers insights, and also talk about more of the pit stuff, because you don't really get a lot of that on camera. There's a lot of banter and fun stuff that goes on in the pits, and you don't get to see it because the cameras don't always pick it up, or it just doesn't make the final cut in editing. And yeah, I wanted to get those stories out and have those builders on and say, oh, do you remember when this happened? Oh, tell us the story of when. And it's great. So we just like to have Roboteers on and be silly and have banter and not make lots of jokes at Brian Narve's expense.
You make lots of jokes. I would say it's full of puns and whackery and buffoonery.
It is. I don't know which pun I'm most proud of. There's been quite a few. Dale makes some amazing puns as well. He's extraordinary.
Let's talk about Dale, because Dale is, I would say, quick on the trigger finger when it comes to photoshopping memes or just.
Oh, he is. Yeah.
Us, especially.
Yeah, if you look at our page, there's some very interesting photos that whipped up in a storm.
At least that's what we're claiming.
Yeah, not from our personal stash at all.
Mhm.
Don't know how he gets them. I really
I
don't.
know, right?
Mhm.
So in your most recent episode, Sarah, you had a crossover episode, which we weren't invited to. That's fine. That's fine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. It's fine. But you had you made a game on there.
A new game.
A new game. Now you promised that you'd do one with us. Have you prepared that, or did you spend all your time writing the word bogies on a bit of paper?
No, I have another one.
Oh.
No, I did. So, well, there's already one game that's a staple on Shunt Posting, and that's called Beat Defeat Judges. And it's basically like Snog, Marry, Avoid, but with robots. But on the crossover episode, we invented a new game, and it's called Bot or Not. And we give you some names, and you have to guess if it's a bot or not.
Very good.
Now, I've come very prepared because I'm going to put you two against each other, and then you two are going to team up and see if you can get a higher score than Behind the Bots. How does that sound?
Oh, I
Very
like this.
good. Yeah,
Okay.
no, I like that.
Right. Do you want to go against them first, or do you want to go against each other first?
Each other.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
It's
This is Rob versus
warm
Perry.
up first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. This is
Dig
right. Are
versus
you
Bob.
ready? Right. You two ready?
So ready. Born ready.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Perry, your first is wow what?
Bot.
You say bot.
I'm saying bot.
You are correct. It was in Series 5, but was eliminated in the first round and was a grappler. There you go.
Nice.
Rob,
Oh,
your
man.
first one is capital punishment.
Yeah, that's a bot.
No, it's
Final
not.
answer? Shush,
I'm
Perry.
I'm thinking of corporal punishment, aren't I?
Damn it!
So it's not. It's not a
I
bot.
shouldn't have said anything.
Thanks, Perry.
You are correct. It's not.
Perry. Yeah, bloody moron.
Oh, I was angling for more points.
Perry, bunny boiler.
Not.
You are correct.
Yes.
Oh,
I should probably mark these off to see how well you do, shouldn't I? Have I got a pen? I've not come with a pen.
oh
Oh
man.
dear. Okay. Oh,
Oh,
no,
well-
I have. There we go. Right, hang on. You're both right on the first one. Perry was right on the second one. There we go. Right, Rob.
Oh, can
you're
I
up.
say I was right on Rob's as well?
Don't stop it. You're that kid at school that's angry at Miss. I think you're fine. I did this as well. Oh, plat.
Stop bringing
Rob.
up painful memories of our school days.
Perry. Silence. Rob, your next one is the blob.
I mean, I think that is not.
You think it's not.
Yes.
You are incorrect.
Bugger.
It is a robot. It was from season 1, episode 5, and made it to the Heat semi-final.
Oh, I would have spoken about that on this show. I would have spoken about that.
Our massive lack of roboting knowledge is really becoming evident.
It's the worst nightmare. Worst nightmare.
Yeah,
Harry!
I shouldn't have agreed to this. Uh-oh.
Your next one is saw point.
I'm gonna go with not.
I'm going to go with not.
Yeah.
You are incorrect.
Ah,
It is a season 4 robot, and it went out in the second round. Okay,
Oh, dear,
Rob,
Perry. Yep.
your last one.
So is this the
is-
tie break, basically? It's just a tie, isn't it, basically?
Well, if you get this right, you two are tied.
Okay.
If you get it wrong, Perry wins.
Can't have that. Can't have it.
Okay. Your final bot or not is Humphrey.
Humphrey.
Humphrey. Humphrey. Humphrey. Humphrey. Like Humphrey Davy.
I'm going to go with not.
You are incorrect.
Ah.
It's a bot.
yes.
from season 4. It was an axe bot that went out in the first round. So it's 2-1 to Perry. Well done, Perry.
Yay.
Damn
I've won
it.
Okay.
something.
Right. Now, the two of you can confer on this one. It's you two versus Behind the Bots. They got 4 out of 7. So you have got to beat 4. We lost. The Shuntcast lost to them. We only got 3. So you've got to do it.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
we've got 3
Okay.
to beat.
You
Pretty
got,
much.
yeah. Okay. You ready? The
So
first
ready.
one is Ron.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that is
remember
one.
Ron, that's a bot from season 2.
Ron.
You are correct.
Yes.
I'm just gonna
That was
sit
the
in
one
your
that looked like a
coattails.
direct line telephone.
Number 2, Bucktooth Bertha.
What do you think? Huddle in.
Hopefully Sarah's listening.
Yeah. What
Get
do you
out
think
of
about
this.
this?
I don't know. I mean,
I'm not going to lie. I've already forgotten what she said.
she said Bucktooth Bertha.
Bucktooth Bertha.
Oh, right.
I feel like it, I think I'm feeling not, but I've said not a lot and been wrong a lot, so I don't know. Not. Let's go not.
Yeah, let's go not. Let's go.
All right. Hi, Sarah. We're going to go for not.
You are correct.
Yes.
There was a Bucktooth Burl on Battlebots.
Ah.
I mean, I could have got us easily.
Right, next one. Forklift's Revenge.
Oh, there's definitely a something's revenge, and I think Forklift Revenge is one. I'm leaning towards yes.
I don't think it's forklift. I think it's no.
Do you? Forklift Revenge. What do you think is the revenge then? Because there's definitely a revenge.
There's a revenge of something, but I don't think it's forklift. It sounds like old Robot Wars, but if there was a revenge of something, I don't think it was a forklift.
We're going with not again.
That's what I think.
Christ. Hi, Sarah. We're going
Hi.
with not.
I'm afraid you're wrong. It is a bot. Here's the worst part, right? It was on series 3. The one you were trying to think of was Granny's Revenge. And I was hoping that you'd think, oh, no, it's Granny's Revenge. So it's not a bot, but it actually is. So, but you didn't take the bait. So, anyway, you still got it wrong, though. So, sorry.
To hell.
So you've got 2 points so far, but you're only up to number 3, so it's okay. Right. Number 4. Dr. Fist.
I want it.
If that's not a bot, that should be a bot.
I want it right so much, Perry.
Shall we make a bot called Dr. Fist?
If this is a not, then my ant weight will be called Dr. Fist. What do you think? We got it. Let's go with not.
Yeah.
I think this is Sarah's humour. I think she wants it to be a robot called Dr. Fist. So but us saying not is more of a comment on Sarah's psyche than what the robot community is
You're
like.
so into this. It's lovely.
Yeah, but also, hopefully soon there will be a robot called Dr. Fist.
So what you're
Can
saying is
I push you for a final answer?
Okay, yeah.
not.
Let's go with not.
Not.
No.
You're incorrect. It's a bot.
So does that mean we can't take the name Dr. Fist?
Some sort of amateur hour?
You can't have Dr. Fist. No. It was on Series 6 and Extreme 2.
It's fine.
It was on Series 6 and Extreme 2, Rob, because you can now hear me.
Keep going.
Okay. Number 5. The front fell off. His face. Rob's face. Contemplation.
I hate this game.
That sounds like a UK Antweight title to me.
It does, doesn't it?
At the same time.
It does.
It could not be.
I'm thinking of the metagame here, Perry. We've gone not the last 2 times, and it's been yes the last 2 times. So I'm thinking if you're making a quiz, bot or not, you're going to layer it so there's some yeses and some nos. We've gone no's 2 times and been wrong. So if we go...
Yeah.
So
if we go no again...
It can't possibly be 3 no's in a row. So we're going with not.
You're going with not.
Correct.
Yeah.
You're correct. It's not a bot.
Yes! We're on 3 now, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yes, you have 3. You need 1 more to tie with Behind the Bots, 2 more to beat them and make it 5.
And how many
Next
more
one.
questions do we have?
2. So you need to get both of them right.
I want this more than I should.
Oh, I've said that before. Oh, right. Number 6 is subversion.
Subversion.
Not submission, subversion.
Subversion. I could see that being 1.
I could see it being 1. I could also see it being not.
Yeah, cheers, Perry. Thanks so much.
Yeah. I got nothing for you.
We're going with bot.
You're going with bot.
Yeah.
You're correct.
Oh, nicely done.
Okay, so you're tied with Behind the Bots. You get this one. You get this one. You beat Behind the Bots. Oh, you can feel the tension, right? The last one is called The Noble Thing to Do.
I hate
I'm
it.
going to imitate Rob.
I hate it.
Yeah.
The noble thing to do.
What is the noble thing to do?
Stop copying me, Sarah. Come on, Perry. Use your intellect.
I think that ship sailed a long time ago.
Come on, you collect dots, Perry. You've got to be a clever person, otherwise there's no hope.
The noble thing to do.
Noble thing to do. Can we have a clue?
That would not be noble of me.
Was that a clue?
Was that a clue?
No.
No.
That was me declining to give you a clue.
Okay, the noble thing to do. Let's see. The last one
I think
was a bot.
not.
But where's she getting the noble thing to do from? It's a weird thing to come out with. If it's not a bot, then it's based on something.
Or it's just a random collection of words that she picked just to mess with us.
Well, it's working, Perry. Let's go with bot.
You're going to go with bot.
I think
No.
it's not.
Not
Oh
a
god,
bot.
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
I hate this. I hate it. I'm just gonna go for it.
No pressure, but this is to beat Behind the Bots.
Yeah, we're fully aware. That's why we take it so goddamn seriously.
Yeah, let's face it, we've got absolutely nothing on them. They are a
we
much
need
more
this.
professional outfit.
We
They
need
have something called a script, apparently. Which don't know
That's
what that
terrifying.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not for
they
me.
have journalists. They research.
Yeah.
Oh,
Your
God.
journalism is Rob messaging me on Facebook and saying anything happened this week. Basically.
Now there's shades of truth to that.
Several of them.
Bot. It's a bot.
Final answer?
Yep, it's a bot. Final answer. Lock it in, Chris.
You're incorrect.
I told you it wasn't a
Not
bot.
a bot. Would you like to know what it is? It's one of the episode names of that Tiger Hunter series on Netflix.
I love that.
I've made Rob angry. Oh dear.
Well done. I mean,
Is this a good time to hold up my bogey sign?
No, it's not a good time. This
No,
is
okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Adjust my halo. The
Fine.
horns are just there to hold it up.
very good. Well done, Sarah, on creating a thing that's horrible.
at least with.
Well, you've
Behind
tied with Behind the Bots. Well done. You've tied with
Yeah.
people. You can take that home.
We've tied with people who actually do research.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, I did yours exclusively on Robot Wars, and theirs was a mixture of Bugglebots, Robot Wars, and random UK ant weights.
Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't qualify their successes. I don't need that. We tied with them. We tied with them.
Okay, you did. You tied with them. You're 4-4.
I mean, come on, we haven't got anything else.
Nothing.
We'll do this again the next time there's a virus.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Coronavirus 2.0. Yeah. Oh, actually, talk about we've got nothing else. I am running a robot quiz on our Facebook page.
Yeah, I found out about this today.
Yeah, Perry found out at the same time everyone else did. So it's just a pub quiz, nice and informal. Make sure you got a drink with you. I'll be running a live quiz. So if any of our listeners want to throw in a question, because I ain't got a clue, it will be at 8 p.m. on Wednesday, next Wednesday, which is the 3rd of April. All you've got to do is join, join facebook.com/Roboteers standby, and we'll have ourselves a little pub quiz. I've got some great ideas. The pitch around is going to be off the hook and off the chain. So come along to that team.
Where do I appear, by the way, on this? Like, am I below you, or who's next to me? Where will I be appearing?
I think you're very much to the side, and Perry and I are above and below one another.
Okay, so I'm like, are you two on my left or
if
my
I do
right?
this, it looks like I'm working you like a hand puppet.
I think that would work. Yeah. I don't know. I think. Yeah. I don't...
Excuse me.
No, you're to the side. I think you. I don't know how it's.
Okay.
That
for Rob.
This is great fun. This is wonderful fun.
If I do it every way, then I've definitely hit one of you. There
we
go.
What on earth is that in your hand?
It was my glasses case. It was the nearest thing to hand.
Okay, well that's fine. That's better.
I'm a resourceful woman.
Oh, actually, our listeners are always, of course, asking how one gets into robot combat and whatnot. So, Sarah, any tips and tricks? What's the best way of getting in?
Don't ask Al Kindle.
Of blacksmith fame.
Because he will tell you everything is terrible and you shouldn't build it. I think, but hammers especially. Build smaller weight classes because they're cheaper, and if you blow them up and set fire to them, you won't be anywhere near as angry than if you built a heavyweight, because they cost a lot more. That's very sound advice. Your wallet will thank you. Don't muck about with things you don't understand. There's a reason I don't touch hydraulics or pneumatics. Haven't got a clue. And just have fun. Don't care what anybody else says. You will inevitably on the Facebook groups or Builder Help groups or wherever get some opinionated person who says, "Oh, you won't win if you do that." And, "Oh, you won't win if you do that." It's, oh, shut up.
Who cares?
Who cares? You know,
Play to win.
Literally 99% of people at robot events don't win.
Very true.
99% of Battlebots builders don't win. It's just Paul Ventimiglia. It's literally just Paul Ventimiglia. Sorry, Venti Frappuccino. We changed his name. This was Greg Munson sanctioned, by the way. It is now Paul Venti Frappuccino.
Oh, good. We're calling him Paul Vercingetorix.
Oh, that's good as well. I like that. Dale would like that. So, Dale, if you're listening, I know that you appreciated that pun.
Good. I'm glad we can.
Smile.
Well, hopefully Dale will Photoshop it into something terrible.
Probably, knowing Dale.
Yeah.
Do you know what he did from my Scrapplebots video? Because you know, towards the end of the video, I went, "It's Scrapplebots building time."
Yes.
What screen cap do you think exists of me with me like that?
Oh no. Is it some sort of?
Pull my finger.
Oh, that. Okay, that's better.
Yeah.
I thought it was some sort of.
Okay, what were you thinking of?
I thought some sort of "We Need You" war propaganda, but twisted to be weird.
No, me war propaganda.
Well, that's why I was concerned.
All right.
All right. Lovely stuff, Lee. All right. Okay. Well, Sarah, thanks for swinging on by.
Oh, don't forget to thank Will as well for being here. Will was here as well.
Thank you, Will.
Thanks, Pillow Will.
We should tag him in. Bristol Bot Builders have had a restock of a load of their Antweight building supplies.
Hey,
Very good.
go get some stuff.
Swing on by and check it out.
I
Something
actually
to do
thought
while
about-
you're locked in the house.
I actually thought about building an Antweight whilst being locked in here, so something crazy gone on.
Have you
I thought-
really, though?
Briefly.
Because I'm not going to lie. As soon
Cheatingly.
the moment you showed me Wheelie Big Corona, I was like, oh, Rob's never going to build an Antweight.
That's just painful.
I think this is reverse psychology, Rob. I think he's trying to put you down.
It's
but
not reverse
the
psychology.
goal is to build you
Reverse
up to make you go,
psychology.
I won't take this. I'm going to build an Antweight.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's worked,
Reverse
Perry.
psychology doesn't
Right,
work on
that's a good
Rob.
friend. He's helping.
You know what,
In
Perry?
his own way.
I'm making a robot purely out of moss, just to be the moss guy.
You
I'm gonna
leave my
take
moss
that
out
one.
of this.
I'm going to be the moss guy. People know me as the moss guy. So, I'm having that,
All right.
Can I make a suggestion for the robot name, Rob?
please.
Because I'm the meme queen, so this makes sense. It should be called Is This Moss?
It's good. It's very good. Is this moss? And sometimes it won't be moss. But most of the time, it will be moss.
Especially if you
Or
make
like a moss? Yeah, no.
Like a
no,
moss
I just
to the
lost
flame.
all my street cred doing that. I'm sorry. I'm
Let's try to do it again, just so we can get the
No,
screen capture.
no.
Oh, okay.
You can screen cap it later. You're recording it.
I am. Oh, it's all gone downhill. Sarah's throwing gang signs. So we should probably leave it there. I will say this, ladies and gents. We've got guests coming in on the fly. It may be quarantine, but it's super social here on Roboteers Standby. We'll see you all next week. Wave, everybody. Wave.
Bye.
Wave. Bye. 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 Bye.